Good morning. And so this video, I'm removing this stuff, except for I see now I missed one of the pocket plackets up there, so I'll have to remove that today before I do my sewing and make another piece. So I'm going to walk you through on me removing it, me cutting it out. When I disappear, I'm actually going over to the ironing board and I'm ironing these pieces flat, so when I put them on the fabric that I'm going to use to replace it with, it's nice and flat and I can trace everything. So here we go. Like I said, right here I am opening up the bottom of the lining so that I can get in there with a seam ripper, and then I can get in there with my razor blade and just start chopping through. And this stuff was so stretchy, and I was trying really hard to not just slide through either that or the actual coat material, because the cleaners would not clean the coat because this stuff flaked so bad. And you'll see me after I get done removing all this stuff with my vacuum cleaner, and I'm trying to vacuum it all up, because it was gross. It got everywhere. I was not the biggest fan of this stuff. Didn't like it at all. But hey, whatever. But on a plus side, this coat's gonna look nice once it's put back together and then cleaned, I guess. I hope the stains come out. She wants to wear it for Thanksgiving, so here I am trying to, oh yeah, I should get this done. Thanksgiving, it's coming up. Whatever. So yeah, here I am with my trusty razor blade, which I had to get a new one because, wow, I did a few stitches, and I don't know if it's because this coat is so dirty that the dirt that's on it was dulling my razor blade, so I went through 2 razor blades on this thing. Normally a razor blade will last me quite a few things, but not on this coat. And I'm not fussing about it being dirty. I mean, it's one of these things that you can't wash in your regular wash, and over time that material just falls apart. I absolutely hate fake leather. It looks good for 6 months maybe, and after that it's trash. It's no good. You're wasting your money on it. But that's what you get with fast fashion and cheap goods, I guess. And I bet this jacket wasn't even really that cheap. I bet this jacket would have been really pretty if I could have used leather, but leather's expensive, and I have some, but it's for a project of my own, so I was not about to hand it over. So, but yeah, like I said, I have quite a bit of fabric in my shop, so we pulled out several different things, and she picked out one. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's textured, and I think it'll match the texture that's already on this coat. But no, I guess that's really all I'm gonna do with this, is just slowly pick it apart. And like I said, I did miss one of the pocket plackets, so I'll have to fix that. And I don't know why I keep walking off, other than yesterday was a hard day for me. I could not stay focused for anything. So yeah, I apologize for that. Good thing I sped up the video, and long pauses I'll delete, so you're not just sitting there looking at a pile of coat. But this was fairly easy. I mean, the trim around the front of the coat and collar was top stitch, so I had to be really careful with that one, because if I wasn't, then I was going to cut through the actual material, and don't want to do that. I was kind of thinking about serging all the edges of the coat, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to sew it back the way that it was. I'm afraid if I serge the edges, that might make it a little bit thicker and change the way that it lays. And I really don't want to do that, so just gonna suck it up and be real careful. But anyways, I'm gonna fast forward through all the slicing and dicing that I'm doing here so that you're not just twiddling your thumbs and getting bored and listen to me rambling on about something. So give me 2 seconds. So yep, get off, get all the dirty bits off. Now I've got my fabric laid out. Now we're going to start trimming. I want to say I traced some of this, but I guess I didn't. I thought I traced this piece, but maybe not. Oh, you know what? This is my second piece, so the video did not capture the first half. Sorry. So pinned it so everything would stay nice in line, not doing anything weird and shifty. So that's done. I'm gonna go back over to the ironing board to iron the collar part. Come back. We're gonna lay it out. Oh nope, doesn't fit that way, so we gotta lay it this way. Here we go. We're tracing a bit. That way everything is neat and tidy. Hopefully lines up later. Otherwise, I get to do it all over again, and I really don't want to. It really wouldn't have taken me that long if I could have just stayed focused, but there's some days that I'm not winning. Like, I was working on an embroidery shirt that I've been wanting to do for a bit, so I was off doing that. I come back to this, do some computer work on the embroidery side of things, load it up to the machine, all that kind of jazz, and then, oh, nope, I gotta get back to real work and come back to this. So, I'm pointing right there saying, hey, I gotta take these out, and the best way to do it was from the inside. So, I am removing that placket, which I realized that there's actually 2 on that jacket. So, I have to go back today and remove that other one. So, oh well. And again, this is going to take a bit, so I'm going to just fast forward through all of this. Well, more of a fast forward through all of this so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do all that. So, again, 2 seconds. So again, here we go with movie magic. Fast forward through all this stuff. It's not going to take very long at all. For the placket, I didn't bother ironing it, opening it all up and unstitching it because it's got a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, so I'm going to add 1/2 an inch to the length of the placket so that I have my seam allowance in it. No big deal. So, yep, here we go. We are just trimming right along, no biggies. Doesn't take me long to do. And today, since I'm going to be sewing it all, minus I do have to remove that other placket, and I'll video me sewing everything and pinning everything and all that kind of jazz. And hey, who knows? Maybe this will give you the confidence of replacing tattered and worn out pieces that are on your clothing instead of just throwing it in the garbage, because she could have totally done that. I mean, the lining was still in great shape, the outer fabric is in good shape, other than it's just dirty. It's been hanging and hanging clothing for over months or a couple of years, it doesn't do well. So that's really it. I mean, good luck. Thanks again for watching another video of mine, and I hope it wasn't too boring.